Silent royal goodbye. Princess Leonor leaves Spain without warning this morning. Imagine waking up in Madrid on a calm November morning, the air still, the palace quiet, the Spanish flag fluttering gently in the wind above Zarzuela Palace. Everything feels ordinary, until a single piece of news shatters the silence. Princess Leonor of Spain, heir to the throne, beloved daughter of King Felipe and Queen Letizia, has left the country. No cameras, no announcements, no royal escort, just, gone. And the world is asking, why? They said she would stay. They said her future was sealed within Spain's golden walls. But today, something changed. This wasn't a diplomatic mission. It wasn't an official royal duty. This was personal. A silent departure with no farewell. Yet the truth behind her sudden disappearance may be more emotional, and more powerful, than anyone could imagine. For months, Spain has watched Leonor step into her destiny with grace and discipline. From her military training to her 18th birthday oath, she has embodied the image of the perfect future queen. Every smile carefully measured, every word chosen with precision, every step in perfect alignment with the expectations of the crown. But beneath the perfection, there were whispers of pressure, of quiet disagreements, of a young woman feeling caged by centuries of tradition. Those close to the royal family say the tension has been building for months. Leonor's independence, her modern views, her quiet rebellion, had started to clash with the rigid structures of royal life. She wanted more freedom, more truth, more humanity. Some say this morning's silent goodbye wasn't impulsive, it was inevitable. A palace source revealed that late last night, Leonor spent hours in the royal chapel alone, praying. The guards noticed her slip away before sunrise. Her car was seen leaving through a side gate, usually reserved for deliveries. The destination? Unknown. At first, it seemed impossible. How could Spain's future queen vanish without a trace? But as the hours passed, royal staff began to whisper. Queen Letizia's face was pale when she appeared briefly on the balcony. King Felipe, uncharacteristically, cancelled his morning meetings. The air around Zarzuela grew heavy, uncertain, almost mournful. Then came the first clue. A small private jet left Madrid's Barajas airport at dawn. No official flight plan, no royal markings. But on that plane, sources confirm, was Princess Leonor, traveling alone, with just one trusted aide. The question now echoing through Spain, where did she go? Some believe she flew to Luxembourg, seeking quiet counsel from Prince Guillaume, with whom she's developed a close bond in recent months. Others whisper she may have gone to Denmark, to the royal family she once spent time with as a child, perhaps finding solace with Prince Christian, her long-rumored confidant. But others believe this is something far deeper than romance. Leonor's recent speeches hinted at restlessness. In her last public address, she spoke of finding strength in truth, even when silence is expected. Many now wonder if that line was her hidden goodbye, a farewell to the life she no longer chose but inherited. Inside the palace, emotions are said to be running high. Queen Letizia, a mother before a monarch, is reportedly heartbroken. She has always protected Leonor fiercely, guiding her through the relentless scrutiny of royal life. Yet even she, it seems, did not see this coming. And King Felipe, those who saw him today describe a man torn between duty and love. A father who understands his daughter's pain, but also a monarch who knows what her absence means for Spain. The weight of the crown is suddenly heavier than ever. As hours pass without an official statement, Spain's media is in a frenzy. Reporters camp outside the palace gates. Citizens whisper prayers. Others, especially the young, quietly cheer her courage. For many, Leonor's act is not abandonment, it's liberation. Because behind every royal duty lies a human heart, and perhaps today, that heart finally spoke. Yet still, the mystery deepens. Why now? Why so suddenly? Some point to last week's private dinner between the king and senior members of the Spanish government. A conversation, they say, about Leonor's readiness to assume more public responsibility. Was she being pushed too fast? Was she resisting a destiny scripted before her birth? Others believe a more personal reason lies behind her departure. Letters exchanged between her and a close friend abroad suggest she had been feeling trapped, saying, "Sometimes I wonder if I am living my life or someone else's dream." Those words now echo painfully in the wake of her silent goodbye. Imagine the scene: Leonor, quietly walking through the palace halls she grew up in, her hand brushing the portraits of ancestors who ruled before her. Her footsteps soft, her heart trembling, knowing she might not return soon. No grand farewell, no royal decree, just a young woman choosing her own path for the first time. Spain now waits, half in fear, half in admiration, for what happens next. Will Leonor return, having made a bold statement for her independence? Or has the future Queen of Spain just rewritten the monarchy's history forever? Analysts say this move could shake the royal family to its core. Without Leonor's presence, the monarchy loses not only its heir, but its symbol of modern hope. Her image, carefully built to bridge old and new Spain, suddenly replaced by silence. But silence, they say, speaks volumes. Behind closed doors, advisors are scrambling. A royal statement is being drafted, though King Felipe insists it must come from the heart, not the throne. The Queen, meanwhile, has reportedly contacted close friends abroad, possibly to confirm Leonor's safety. And yet, no one, not even the royal guards, know when she plans to return. Could this be Leonor's way of forcing a conversation long avoided? Of showing Spain that even royalty deserves the right to choose? For years, she has lived under the watchful eyes of an entire nation. Every decision analyzed, every gesture compared to her father's or mother's. But Leonor has always been different. Thoughtful, quietly determined, and perhaps now, finally free. Her departure has stirred the hearts of millions. Older generations see it as a crisis, the youth see it as courage. But everyone feels the weight of her absence. Meanwhile, European royals remain silent. No statements from Denmark, Luxembourg, or the UK, only discreet signs of support behind the scenes. Insiders suggest that several royal households are aware of Leonor's location but are protecting her privacy out of respect. That alone speaks volumes. If this was truly a royal runaway, it's unlike any before. Not rebellion for scandal, but escape for peace. A silent stand for identity in a world where every move is scripted. And perhaps that's the real message of today's quiet goodbye, that even the crown cannot silence the human need to be free. Somewhere now, far from the marble halls of Madrid, Princess Leonor is looking out over an unfamiliar skyline. No guards, no cameras, just herself, alone with her thoughts, and maybe for the first time in her life, at peace. But this story is not over. The crown waits. The people wait. And when she returns, if she returns, Spain will never be the same again. Because history will remember this day, not as a scandal, but as a turning point. The morning when a princess reminded the world that even queens must choose their destiny. Princess Leonor's silent royal goodbye will echo across Spain for generations, a reminder that sometimes, the loudest statement of all, is silence.